And then she asked, "What are we?" Can you believe it? I have no fucking clue what she expected. She knew who I was before I took her back home. I didn't even have to introduce myself. Did she really think that we were anything more than a one-night stand when we met up at the party? I had a good laugh. I really did. And I told her, "Sweetheart, there is no we, and there's not going to be a we. Save that question for someone who didn't take you home from a frat house." She swore that it was more than that. She swore that we had a connection, whatever that means. The only thing I felt that night was a third shot of Hennessy, you know what I'm saying? Well, well, well. I didn't know I had another audience member. Are you enjoying listening to my sexual escapades? If you want, I can pencil you in for a trip after my next class. I think you'd look great naked in the back seat of my Mustang, but being a STEM major requires me to test my hypothesis. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that a little too vulgar for you? Are you more of the, "My name's Liam, but you can call me tonight" type? Or the, "I didn't know angels flew this low to the ground" type? Looks like I caught your tongue. Maybe you'll be able to form coherent sentences next time we meet, I've got class. While I think it's cute that my presence and attention affects you this much, Wallflower, it still didn't add up to what my time was worth without coherent sentences. So I'll be taking this as a snack. This will get me through class for sure. Oh, and the answer to the problem you've been trying to look for is C. I couldn't help but notice you staring at me when you thought I wasn't looking. I thought it was only fair to give you the answer to the problem you've been stuck on since I was the reason you couldn't focus. I'll see you around, Wallflower. You're staring at me again. For a Wallflower, you aren't that subtle. Then again, if I didn't catch your eye the first time, I probably wouldn't have even seen you sitting over there. I told the boys I was taking lunch alone today. I thought I would give you a better view of me. I also thought it would help you form better sentences, and I was right. Look at you go, having a conversation with me of all people. I can practically see Cloud9 forming under your seat. Can I guess that it's my looks that have you unable to look away? Is it the jaw or the hair? The eyes, maybe? My laugh and smile? What rom-com did you steal that from, Wallflower? Regardless, cute. Is that the only thing you like about me? I was actually expecting more physical traits. Keeping me on my toes. I like that. You're fun. Well, I'll let you continue to stare. Let me know if you want a different position. I'm always ready to please. Hey, Wallflower, give me your number. Because, 1, I said so. 2, I'm tired of waiting for you to ask me for my number. 3, don't you think we're a bit too old to be passing notes? Ah, back to modern day means of communication. Yes, I should be working on my assignment. And you should be too. But here we are. I think I'd rather do this than annotate. You aren't going to leave the pretty boy hanging, are you, Wallflower? What is the professor going to do? Give us detention? Come on, I'm bored. Entertain me. Would it be so bad if I were using you for entertainment? I know a lot of people who would be begging to be in your position. That didn't hurt your feelings, did it? It was a compliment. Hey, Wallflower. I really don't like being ignored, because I don't get ignored. I especially don't get ignored right in front of my face. Yes, I meant what I said. I'm using you for entertainment. Meaning, out of the thousands of people I could be using, I'm using you. You aren't the same boring types of people I go through like tissue. You're different. You need to learn how to take a compliment. I wasn't lying when I said a lot of people would be begging to be in your position. They'd be begging for a lot more once they were in your position. And instead of being like them, you're just standing here, trembling. You look like you're going to fall apart, honestly. Are you overwhelmed with emotions? You probably didn't think I was going to give you this much attention, did you? Not only am I bothering to look at you, I'm talking to you, and pressing my body against yours. Your heart is probably ready to burst with how much you're loving this. Loving me. You're probably screaming in your head for me to make a move and finally kiss you. Kiss you until your head is spinning more than it already is. So you won't be able to think straight for hours. Am I right? Oh, now you want to play hard to get, Wallflower. I'll pass. I like being handed what I want. I like what I want coming to me. I'm not the type to chase when I don't have to. I told you, Wallflower. I'll pass on this game. I'll grace you with my attention once you're playing nice again. What the fuck was all that about? I think it is my business, Wallflower. You were stupid to do all of that in public, and more importantly, in front of me. Now, unless you don't want me to go find that poor fucker to ask him instead. Good. Look who's finally playing nice again. He what? He asked you on a date? Why the fuck would he do that when it's been so obvious that you've been in love with me? Of course you're in love with me. You're just currently playing hard to get. I can see through you trying so hard to ignore me these past few weeks. You even go out of your way to avoid me. You can't even look at me without wanting to throw yourself all over me. I need to get over myself. No. You need to get over yourself and drop this act. No. You aren't going on a date. If you even think about it, I'll make sure that you don't have a date to go with. Do you understand? Oh, good. You still know what a threat is. With how stupid you're being. I didn't know if maybe you started drinking the lake water near the school. Are you going to continue to play this game? Or are you going to go back to properly entertaining me? You just don't get it, do you? Not only do you need to learn how to take a compliment, you need to learn how to take advantage of an opportunity. How many people can say that the person that they're obsessively in love with is giving them any shred of attention? Not many. There are a lot of lonely, broken people in the world, and you're on the way to join them if you keep testing me. For fuck's sake, I don't want anyone else. They're not nearly as entertaining even in bed. I don't give a shit if people want to fuck. Everyone wants to fuck. Fucking is easy. But what you're doing isn't. Rooting feelings in someone like me. I didn't even know about your existence. You weren't in my world, but I was in yours because you saw past all the sex and alcohol and saw my humor and intellect instead. Do you think I'm going to give that up? I can't feel the same way. Like I said, fucking is easy. It's easier than loving and harder than fucking, but easier than loving is teasing. That's where you and I are. Teasing a relationship that will never happen, that will always be one-sided with one of us stringing the other along for entertainment. No, you can't get over me. You're the only one who I need. You just... Ugh! You can't get over me. You aren't going to get over me. Anyone who gets in the way will be taken care of. So I suggest that you go back to being my own personal little wallflower instead of letting yourself be a cheap bouquet of flowers for the taking. Got that? Looks like we have class. You better not be able to tell me a single thing about the lesson today. Got that? I expect your focus to be on me, and only me. Now go. I can't ruin my reputation of being late to class, now can I? Boo. Cute. Look at you. Your nose was buried so far in that textbook that you didn't even see me coming. What a good student. You'd be the teacher's pet if you spoke up in class more. But you'd prefer to be my little wallflower instead, isn't that right? I did need something, thanks for asking. I'd like a drink, and a good fuck. Know where I can get either. Something alcoholic, preferably. I'm not into sweet drinks. I'm into ones with a kick. And for someone to fuck, I prefer the opposite. I don't really like the ones with a kick. I like the ones that are sweeter. They scream louder and fall apart easier. Fresh out of both? I don't think so. But who am I to ruin a model student in the middle of the campus courtyard? Though, it would be a sight seeing your lips wrapped around something that isn't your pen. Teasing? You haven't seen teasing. If you want, I could show you tonight if I have the time. I am a busy person after all. Yes, tonight. You're coming to the party that's at the frat house. We tell everyone it starts at 6, but it doesn't really get fun until 9. Dress code is anything that can be taken off easily. And the entrance fee is a bottle of the hard shit or a 6-pack of your choosing. My favorite is Hennessy if you can't decide. I wouldn't imagine that you would say no. Are you really going to turn down an invitation to a party at the SIGs? You know that the Sigmas only allow people in Greek life, right? You aren't an idiot by any means, Wallflower. It's an honor that you were even invited. You have to know that. I invited you because the parties have been getting boring. And you're my entertainment, remember? I was able to get you in because I'm me. I expect you there at the SIG's house no later than 9. Someone as responsible and punctual as you, I'm going to guess that you're going to arrive at 8:45. Remember, Alcohol for the fee. I suggest you eat before you get there. The only food that's available is jello shots and the jungle juice infused fruits. What do you do when you get there? Party, Wallflower. Haven't you ever done it? Gotta run. See you tonight. One more, and... Fuck yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Still reigning supreme as beer pong king. Drink up, fuckers, and savor the sweet, sweet taste of defeat. I did not cheat. It was 2 against 1. You two had the advantage. Go find some freshmen to stroke your egos and give you shitty handjobs. And that's how it's done. I told you, ladies, beer pong just comes easy to me. It's a gift, really. If you want, I can show you a few tricks that you can use at your next sorority party. You girls play beer pong, right? It's all in the angle of your arm here. One of you stand in front of me, and I can guide your arm. I'm more of a hands-on teacher. Good. Get nice and close, babe. You want to angle your arm just like this. And it's a light throw. It doesn't take too much force. Aim for that one to the right. You ready? 1, 2. Look at you. You're practically a natural. After a few more lessons, I'm sure that... Excuse me, ladies. Well, hello, Wallflower. Enjoying the party? You came exactly when I said you would. You look great, by the way. Are you all dolled up for me? I don't know what you were expecting, Wallflower. This is a party. I'm partying. And that's what I do. You should do it sometime, but I don't mind you watching me. I can hear your sarcasm, and I'm choosing to ignore it. So, I am enjoying myself. Thank you. Did you see me winning at beer pong? Oh, that? I was just showing some fellow Greek lifers essential tips at winning beer pong. I would have shown you a few tips if you just came up and joined my lovely harem. What? Scared of a few sorority girls? You aren't really scared of them, are you? What do you mean, do I like them? Wallflower, I don't like anyone. I thought we established this. I don't feel anything towards anyone. I'm just looking for some fun. You happen to be the most fun I've had. I don't need to be with you to have fun with you. Just knowing you're there watching me is good enough. Have you considered that I was doing the things that I was doing because you were watching me? Where did you go? You aren't going home, right? The party's just getting started. Good. If anyone gives you trouble, just offer to do a shot with them. Remember to stay on my good side if you want the best view of me. Who's ready for another shot? Let's get a round of Henny. Yeah, let's go. Good shit. Who brought the bottle of Henny, huh? We need to do another shot together. Come on. Who was it? Was it you, Julian? No. Who was it? Yo, Kai, do you remember who brought the Henny? Huh? You don't know. I thought you knew all Greek life. Wallflower. I haven't seen my Wallflower in a while. You still watching? Oh, Wallflower. Come out wherever you are. Wallflower, you better not have gone home. How am I supposed to keep showing off if I don't have you watching? Wallflower, why are you hiding from me? You know the only games I like are the ones I start. I'm going to find you. Wallflower, are you... What the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? Listen up, you pathetic beta. Oh, stop being a pussy. I didn't break any ribs with those kicks. At the most, I bruised them. I could have gone for your face, but I didn't want to sour the mood of the party. What was that for? For touching what isn't yours. Get your fucking ass out of here. And if you so much as look at them again, I will beat your face in until you get demoted to the beta's dog. You got that? Now get the fuck out. And by the way, you breathe a word of this to anyone, I'll make sure to punch in all of your teeth and make you swallow them, so you won't have a chance to make that mistake again. And here I thought you were being my good little wallflower. I warned you, didn't I? I warned you what would happen if you decided to give anyone attention that wasn't me. I don't give a shit if I wasn't giving you attention. You're the one in love, not me. You are mine, you understand? You are mine. No one else can have you if I can't. Fix yourself up. I have another round of beer pong. I promise, if I find you somewhere with someone else, I won't hold back on breaking multiple bones. I don't deserve you. I'll never deserve you. But I'm never going to let you go. You can call me selfish, as long as I can keep calling you mine. Come on, Wallflower. One shot. Midterms are over. We're free until finals. What's your voice? Fuck. Why the fuck is it so bright? Wallflower, be good for me and close the curtains. Wallflower, did you hear me? I said... Wait, Wallflower? What the fuck happened last night? Huh, you aren't my Wallflower. No, you definitely are not. I know you. You're one of the Delta Darlings. It looks like you had a fun time. I wonder who tired you out. Couldn't have been me. Deltas are still off limits to me until the president decides to play nice again. You fucking ghost a girl one time and you're banned from fucking their entire sorority. But now that I'm looking at this darling, I wouldn't have fucked you to begin with. You aren't my type. But I know you would have done it for a handful of the SIGs. Especially the freshmen. Ugh. Killer fucking headache. Maybe that last bottle of Henny was a bad idea. Wait. Hell. No shirt? No pants? Fuck. No. I couldn't have fucked this Delta. Even 4 AMFs in, I still have standards. Which means... Wallflower. Where the fuck did they go? We couldn't have... Damn it! This was a party for the books. I'll give the SIGs that. Everyone is still passed out everywhere. The place is a fucking mess. Where the hell did my clothes go? Kai. If you're still alive, I'm borrowing some clothes. Say something if you don't want me to. Good. Not that you had a choice either way. Probably passed out by the front door as usual. Fuck. If I can't find my clothes, that means my phone, wallet, and keys are gone too. Way to go, Liam. Freshman move. Damn, I can't go looking for them now. Wallflower first, other shit later. Oh, I smell like a fucking minibar. I have to be semi-presentable. Let's hope I can find some water around here to take these painkillers. I don't think washing them down with stale beer is going to help this hangover. Hell, what happened? Come on, Wallflower. One shot. Midterms are over. We're free until finals. It's worth celebrating over. Don't worry about the grades. What's done is done. Focus on the now. Focus on me. You got that? Good. Now, what's your poison? Another round of shots here. This Wallflower of mine is a real brainiac. They need some more alcohol in their system to shut their head up. One more shot, Wallflower. Just one more. I'll do one with you. Do I hear another shot being poured? Ah, fuck, that's what happened. How many shots did we end up taking? They don't drink as much as I do. I wouldn't be surprised if they were in worse shape than I was. But if all I was left in were boxers... Damn it, I need to find them fast. Where could they have ended up? If anyone laid a hand on them, I'll take out the annoyance of my headache on them. And let them really feel it with a broken bottle of Henny through their skull. I gotta hand it to Julian. He's got great taste in sunglasses. I might just have to steal these from him. It feels like most of the school is hungover after midterm celebrations. It shouldn't be this hard to find them. What else do they do? Their life basically revolves around me, doesn't it? Last night is still coming back in pieces. I wish I could just be enjoying reliving the shots, the table dancing, and the slew of confetti cannons. But no, I'm trying to play detective. Oh, you know, ever since I started watching you watch me, I couldn't help but imagine other scenarios. Most of the scenarios are between the sheets with little to no clothes on. Would you get off to watching me get off? God, what am I saying? Of course you would. I'm your dream fuck, aren't I? I'd be lying if I said you weren't mine. You know, I don't appreciate these fucking cliffhangers, Head. If you could finish the memory you were trying to replay, that'd be great. Or give me a worse headache. That works too. Aren't I the one in charge of you fucking hell? If they aren't in the dining hall, the library, or even in their damn dorm, where could... The tree! Please be there. Please be there. I have to know. I have to fucking know. There they are! Wallflower! Shit. We can't. I know what I said, and I meant what I said, but we can't. Yes, I did mean it, but I can't sleep with you. Does it make a difference? Fine, then I don't want to sleep with you. Hey, what are you doing? Stop trying to leave. I don't know what you're getting worked up about. I'm just being honest. Would you rather me lie? It's not what it sounds like. Me not wanting to sleep with you has nothing to do with you. You don't understand. If we fuck, it's over. Whatever we have going on here, it's over. It can never be the same. I don't fuck exclusively, Wallflower. That's not my thing. I fuck for fun and variety. I know the moment that we start this, the moment we start something more than what we've had, is the moment that fucking for me isn't for fun or variety. I won't want us to end even if we get physical, which is why it will have to end. Because I'm not the one that's supposed to get attached. I don't get attached. And I'm not going to start now. You're the one that's supposed to be attached, and that's that. I'm not scared. I'm being smart. I'm not being impulsive. I'm not just fucking using you. Again, I know what I said. I know that I said that I'm using you for entertainment, and I am. But it's different if fucking is involved. Because using you for entertainment is different than using you for fucking. I wouldn't use you to fuck. I wouldn't have seen you like that. I'm not helping myself, aren't I? I'm telling you, it has nothing to do with you. Well, yeah, of course I still fuck other people, but it's just for stress relief. It doesn't mean anything. Yes, I'm saying if we fuck right now, it will mean something. Well, maybe it will. I don't know. We just can't. I'm not taking the fucking risk of it meaning something to me because I really don't want it to. I'm fine as we are. You are worth something to me. Act like it. Haven't I? I'm telling you that I wouldn't fuck you, even if you were the last person on Earth, basically. Doesn't that say any— Wait! Liam, you fucking idiot. You aren't getting away again. What do I want? I want you to sit and listen to what I have to say. You aren't going to run off, especially if it's because of what I drunkenly said last night. Drunk words may speak sober thoughts, but it doesn't mean they speak it well. I've spent the whole day looking for you while nursing a major fucking hangover. You know that? I could have been looking for my phone, my wallet, or my keys, you know? Important shit I need to have on me at all times. But instead, I went looking for you. You should have been the one I was waking up to, not some Delta darling. You shouldn't have run off, and I shouldn't have let you run off. But the last bottle of Henny had other plans. The last bottle of Henny you and I both had. I was driving myself fucking crazy over you. I didn't know if another SIG got you, a Gamma, or even worse, a Beta. I couldn't remember if you took your clothes with you, if you had your phone. I didn't know if I was going to find you in one piece. Here, this is prescription strength painkillers for the headache. Have you been drinking water? Good. I'm saying all of this and doing all of this because you clearly didn't understand what I was trying to say last night. Last night, I was trying to tell you that I wouldn't let you become just another body I added to my body count. I wouldn't let anyone see you like that either. Everyone figures out who has fucked who. People have been waiting for me to sleep with you. But I'm not going to fall into those expectations. Because you're different. You're not someone I'd like to fuck one night and never again. But I can't keep doing it after we've done it. That's not who I am. This is enough for me. I need it to be enough for you. I do care about your feelings. That's why I'm doing this. You add physical intimacy into the mix of what we already have going on, we might as well just be a couple. Because I'm not looking to be a couple. You're mine, but I can't be just yours. Say what you want. I've known that I'm selfish, but it's better than being heartbroken, all right? I don't want this with anyone else. I don't want anyone else. But I can't risk a relationship. What's so great about them? They don't mean anything. My parents are divorced. My grandparents are divorced. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if my great-grandparents are divorced too. My entire life, I've grown up around so-called relationships that should have worked out, but didn't. Relationships don't work, but this seems to be working better than the years my parents put into their marriage. You don't know anything. My parents didn't think they were going to be like their parents either. But now every time we try to do something as a family, it ends up in a screaming match and them sending me a stack of cash as emotional compensation. I don't want apologies. I want this. I want you and I like this, and nothing more. I know you love me, which is enough for me. You know that there is no one else I would be doing this with. That has to be enough for you. And if it isn't, I will assure that there will be no one else around you left to love besides me. With Mommy and Daddy's money on my side, I can follow you anywhere. You and I, we mean something, and I'm not going to let it go. I always get what I want. You got that? I'm done with this. Let's go get some food. I'm not asking. I'm telling Wallflower. Come on. Is that a Wallflower I see wandering around? Oh, come on, Wallflower. I know you heard me. Where do you think you're going, huh? You don't think it's any of my business, do you? Didn't you know? Anything you do is my business. Look who's doing some critical thinking today. Yes, anything you do is my business, and anything I do is also my business, and not yours. You've got our relationship down to a science. What major are you again? Oh, right. That's your major. I don't know how we ended up in so many classes together. Don't think I'm complaining. I'm just wondering what the odds are that you'd find yourself in the same class as an engineering major. But we aren't talking about now. We're talking about where you're going. It looks like you're heading downtown, but you couldn't be heading downtown at this time. It'll be dark by the time you get back on campus. So? Don't be stupid. Someone like you shouldn't be out at night. What do you mean, why? Didn't I just say not to be stupid? Weren't you taught anything about the dangers of being out on your own at night? Especially if you're going off campus. You will not take your chances. I don't give a shit if you've done it before. Call yourself lucky for that. You aren't doing it again. Who do I think I am? I'm Liam, engineering major, Sigma pledge, and the hottest guy that will give you the time of day. Now that that's out of the way, you aren't going downtown alone. Why do you even want to go anyway? Why do you want to study at a cafe downtown, when you can study at a cafe, or even the library on campus where, you know, it's safer? I'm going to talk to you like a child because you're acting like one. I wasn't acting like a child the last time I found you in the library. You were. I was being gracious, saving your spot, and you acted like I was the bad guy. You got your studying done eventually, didn't you? Wait, are you saying you're trying to avoid me? It's not my fault that you can't get anything done. If your love for me distracts you that much, what am I supposed to do, huh? It's not like I can become less hot. It's physically impossible. If you think I'm going to let you go that easy, you're wrong. You have a habit of slipping through my fingers whenever you want. And I have to say, it's one of your worst qualities. It's a turnoff, really. You should be grateful I'm even going out of my way to see you as often as I do. Has anyone done that for you, huh? I could be doing a lot of other things. I could be doing a lot of other people. But here we are. The least you could do is show some gratitude. Yeah, some gratitude by, I don't know, not going anywhere without me or putting yourself in risky situations. I would have come with you downtown, but since you're being difficult, I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't call parties a risky situation, no. Just as long as you know how to hold your alcohol. And you're seen with a guy that isn't to be fucked with, like me. Now, I want you to turn back around and head to the library if you want to study. Fucking hell, see? It's late enough for people to be slamming their damn horns. People are already pre-gaming. It's not safe for you to be out here. You don't think you're mine, do you? Why is that, huh? I thought I've made it clear by now. Is it because I won't fuck you? I won't slap on a pathetic label like boyfriend? Is that why you don't think you're mine? You're mine because I say you're mine. Do you think anyone in this school is going to touch you, much less look at you, when they know that you're mine? Anyone who does will be running back to mommy and daddy's or be sent back in a fucking casket if they really piss me off. You don't have a chance being anyone else's but mine. So try saying some stupid shit like that again. I dare you, Wallflower. This is some brutal foreplay you got going on, Wallflower. Too bad I'm not into it. There's no use running. What the fuck? That's one of the Beta's cars coming down. Shit. What was that? A fucking Bud Light? Fucking moron. No wonder he's driving like... Wait. Where the hell is he? No! Wallflower! Yeah, we were heading downtown to study at a cafe together. They ran ahead of me wanting to race, I think. I was going to run after them, but then I heard a car speeding down the street. Before it sped past me, I recognized it. It belonged to one of the Beta pledges. He was driving like crazy, throwing empty Bud Light bottles out of the car. Then I realized the car was heading straight for them, and it was too late. Officer, if there's anything else I can do, my father actually... The doctor says you're going to need more time in the hospital, Wallflower. Especially since you haven't been fully conscious for more than a few minutes at a time. There isn't any damage that's permanent, but they said it may take months for you to be fully recovered. Months of medication and physical therapy. I handled your professors, your family, and even made sure your place will be taken care of while you're gone. While I would have loved to take the time to go through your shit, I'm not much of a maid. I blackmailed one of the Beta pledges to do it. The entire frat is in hot water because of the situation. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I'm just going to have to repeat myself later. But I hate the silence more than I hate repeating myself. You know, it's going to take time for the law to catch up to that Beta. Even then, I don't think that what the law will do to punish him is enough for the crime he committed against what's mine. The doctor said it will take time until you're fully conscious. And because I worded everything in a way that no one will come in to visit you, I feel better about leaving. I'd rather have you be alone than with anyone else. I'm not going to leave you for long. I just want to have a chat with the beta. All this shit has made me miss a couple workouts. It will be good to make up for the lost time. You'd want me to take care of myself when you're recovering anyway. I'll tell you all about my time with the beta when I get back, and then I didn't expect to see you back so soon, officer. You said it would take time to get the case picked up and processed. Did something happen? He was... he was found dead? He didn't do it himself, did he? They think it's homicide? In this city? This area isn't really known for that kind of crime. I can't even begin to process this information. I mean, I knew the guy. Where was I yesterday? I was here. You could ask the nurses and... This isn't an interrogation, is it, officer? No. You weren't going to use this tactic on me. Do you forget who my father is? My partner just got hit by a car, and you think I would leave their side right now? They haven't been fully conscious enough to have a proper conversation. The only thing on my mind is making sure they're all right. It's my job. So I suggest you take your accusations and go do your job, or you'll be hearing from my father. We're done here. Fucking sucker. Though I've got to admit, they work fast. It's a good thing the nurses will vouch for me. Those old hags are in desperate need of someone to fuck them. It's sad. I better be careful. If I flirt with them too much, they might fuck around with the idea of keeping you here longer. Or worse, getting you out of the picture. Oh, the responsibility that comes with a power as great as mine. Last night really did something for me, Wallflower. I feel better. Lighter. He apologized, by the way. The beta that hit you. Yeah, he apologized over and over again as he begged me not to land the final blows. It was nice hearing him admit to his wrong and swear that he would never drink and drive again. It felt like I was really doing my part to make this community safer. All it took was getting him drunk. Yeah, you heard that right. I got him drunk. He didn't seem to mind going out for a drink after nearly killing someone because of his alcohol addiction. But hey, don't expect much nobility from betas. He jumped at the chance to drink with me. Little did he know, I wasn't drinking. Water in the vodka bottle trick. That idiot should have known I don't drink clear liquor. We're in the car that he hit you with. I offered to drive, which he was all for. All that meant was that he could drink more. The car, by the way, still in perfect condition. The street was covered in more blood than the car was. That pissed me off. But anyway, I wanted to take him to this place where I kept my stash of top-shelf vodka away from the Sigmas. Oh, you should have seen the stupid look on his face. Fucker was excited. I drove us out of town. He was shit-faced, drunk by this time. I couldn't even understand the shit he was saying. I parked alongside this abandoned dirt road and let my anger do the talking. I took the end of the vodka bottle and smashed it right into his jaw. I couldn't tell if he was just too drunk to react, or I knocked him out with that one shot. The vodka bottle I bought was heavy duty. It didn't shatter. So I kept going at it, breaking his face in blow by blow. It was an arm workout. After, took the neck of the bottle and jammed it in each of his eye sockets. Thinking about it, I could have popped each one into the bottle if I was ankled better. Once my anger said all it needed to say, I left the car. I parked on a hill. Did I mention that? Because I did. I decided to say one last thing. I put the car in neutral and watched it as it rolled down and crashed into a mess of boulders, front first. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, they may have found the car pretty fast because the car exploded. It didn't mean for it to explode and cause a fire, but it was a sight. Good for a cold night. It was a long walk back to campus, but it was pleasant. I got back, showered, and came back to you. The officer didn't notice I changed. I didn't think he would. I'm going to get away with this. There isn't a doubt in my mind that I will. I wonder how you'd react to this. There's a sick part of me that wants to know, hoping that you'd get on your knees to thank me for giving that piece of shit what he deserves. But I know you. You aren't going to be happy with me. So what's a few white lies to the story, right? Listen, Kai, you and the rest of the Sigmas can figure shit out without me. It isn't us that's in hot water. It's the betas. I know that they're saying they're cracking down on the parties and the alcohol, but do you really think that it's going to last? You know how many of us come from money? All it takes is a few calls from our parents, a few generous donations, and we'll be wiped clean from this. The Sigmas, at least. Everyone else will follow. We'll shun the betas, and that's that. We aren't going down with the betas. Stop fucking worrying. I have to be here because I was there at the hit and run. It will look a lot better if one of the Sigmas were involved with who was hit and victim by proxy, right? Exactly. I'm thinking ahead. You all are thinking in the present. Of course shit is going to be tense right now. Just lay low, distance yourself from the betas, and make some calls back home. You all can survive a week or two without parties and alcohol. This will go away soon. Keep your dicks on and don't do anything stupid. I'll call you back. There's my Wallflower. About time you opened those pretty eyes of yours. I thought you were an overachiever. I expected you to be conscious days ago. Yeah, it's been days. Don't worry though. I've got everything handled. Classes, family. Everyone knows what happened, so all you have to do is rest. What I did was make sure your life didn't fall apart, because I don't think that would help you recover. I heard stress can cause a lot of shit, and we're trying to get you out of the hospital, not keep you in. What happened was some beta who didn't know how to hold his pregame ran into you when you were crossing the street. I called 911 while he sped off. The ambulance got to you on time, and the beta has been dealt with. Yeah, dealt with. I knew who he was, so I gave the information to the officer on your case. No, they didn't catch him. He ended up drinking and driving not too long after, crashed his car into a tree, and killed himself. The car went up in flames. The news on campus has been bustling. Don't worry. I'm keeping the attention off of you as much as possible. If it makes you feel better, it's the frats that are in the spotlight. The shit spotlight, but what's important is that it's not you. I'm here because who else would be here, Wallflower? Got to make sure that my number one admirer is still in the game. Or how much fun would that be? I just told you everything I did for you, and you're calling me selfish? There's the overachiever I know. Trying to argue with me from a hospital bed. You know, I really missed. Oh, doctor, they're up. They've been fully conscious for more than a few minutes. They've been talking up a storm already. I was just letting them know that I handled everything for them back home and on campus. So they have nothing to worry about but resting. We're actually hoping they'll be discharged soon. When did you think that will be? A few days? That's good to hear. I'll let everyone know. Babe, shh. You need to rest. Even if they were talking up a storm, they were still a bit jumbled, which is normal, right, doctor? At least it's nothing serious like amnesia. We don't usually show off our relationship in front of people. We're pretty private, but with everything that's happened, I thought it wouldn't hurt to be more open about it. Life is short, you know? Since they're so far from home, I'll be taking care of them. They'll stay at my place, or I'll stay with them. So I'll make sure that they're taking their medication, going to physical therapy, and doing their exercises at home. We haven't been together for long, but life has a funny way of testing relationships early on, and I'm ready for the test. Oh, we understand that you're busy. Thank you for checking in. We'll let the nurse know if we need anything. I'm surprised, Wallflower. I thought I was going to have to do some serious improv if you kept talking. Don't start confusing yourself. Nothing happened, or has changed between us since you got hit. I just thought it would be a lot easier to put a label on us so that there will be less questions and less hassle from everyone. Do you really think the doctors and nurses would have let me stay if they thought I was your crush? No. I had to put a title and act like a dutiful, worried boyfriend who can't bear to leave your side for even a moment. In another life where I didn't have money, charm, and a social life, I would have been in theater. Did your heart flutter when I called you babe, huh, Wallflower? I thought it would be a nice touch. You should have heard me talk about you to the nurses, to the officers, and everyone else involved. I was really laying it in thick. You would have gone unconscious again if you were conscious. I don't think your heart would have been able to take it. I can still play with you even now because you're mine, Wallflower. If you weren't, don't you think there'd be more than just me here beside your hospital bed? Oh no, I was completely serious about everything else aside from the relationship. I'll give you the choice to stay with me or let me stay with you. It's the least I can do since you're going to be out of any other control. You do need me. You need me now more than ever, because didn't you hear what I said? You're going to need medication and physical therapy. This isn't just a break you need to walk off. You nearly died. Do you understand that? You nearly died, so you have a lot of recovering to do. And you won't be able to do it alone. And like hell am I going to let anyone else help you? You don't have much of a choice, Wallflower. Would you rather stay in the hospital? You can't be shipped back home. And even if you could, you wouldn't want to inconvenience your family, would you? I didn't think so. So what's it going to be? I'm doing this because you're mine. And you have no one else but me. No one will go through the lengths that I have for you. I went through these lengths because I can. I'm not going to lose you, do you understand? I can lose everyone else but you. So for fuck's sake, stop fighting me and just let me help you. Good. Now I'll go call the nurses to give you something to eat. Fucking hell. Well, well, isn't this a sight? Look at how cozy you look curled up in my bed with a book. Are you so cold that you need the sheets almost over your face, or do they still smell like me? You look surprised to see me. You do realize I live here, right? I was unaware I had to put an appointment to be in my own home. Oh, you're looking for Asher's little toy, are you? I'm so sorry to have disrupted your schedule, but I told them they can take the day off. If I had the chance to choose a different time, I would have. I know how close the two of you become. I don't know why. If you ask me, steering clear of anyone related to Julian is in anyone's best interest. But at least they're not actually Julian. Am I too hard on Julian? Or have you not been around Julian enough to know what a fucking menace to society that man-child is? You do know that the Sigmas spend the most time with him, right? We know what we're talking about. And if I can help it, you will never know what we're talking about when it comes to him. Alright, we're talking way too much about Julian to be considered healthy. Moving on, where's my smile, huh? My welcome home? My I missed you and couldn't function without you. You can't actually be disappointed in seeing me, can you? It's me, the person you're madly in love with and endlessly devoted to, who also happens to have brought your favorite takeout. Wallflower, you've been living with me for weeks now. You don't think I would have picked up on a few things? Even if I didn't personally, the fucking menagerie of people that have been coming around to take care of you when I'm not home would have picked up on it. They all learned a lot from their time with you. You've gotten comfortable around them, haven't you? What have they told me? Anything I ask them to tell me. They're in my apartment and spending time with what's mine. They're going to tell me whatever I want them to. Actually, scratch that. They're going to tell me anything about you themselves because they know it's in their best interest too. It's better than having me force that information out of them or raising hell when I find out you've been hiding anything from me. Oh, what's with the face, Wallflower? Did you think that anything that happened between you and any of those people wasn't going to get back to me? You didn't think you were actually making friends, did you? I told you after we left the hospital that I personally picked out each and every one of those people for a reason. Not only were they the best choices to keep you from throwing any fits, but they'd keep me from having to throw any fists. They do whatever I want them to do. No, I'm not saying they were pretending to be nice to you. I didn't ask them to be nice to you. I asked them to keep an eye on you and make sure you were taken care of, cleaned, fed, and entertained. That doesn't require them to be nice to you, but lucky for you, they all liked you. A lot. But despite that, they know that they're dealing with what's mine. They aren't going to risk anything for you. Listen, they could be doing the bare minimum, but they have been at your beck and call, haven't they? They all went above and beyond for you. You can thank me anytime for it. I told you that staying with me would be your best bet. Without me, you wouldn't have been taken care of. You would have been worse off. Admit it. What happened to not fighting me, huh? Funny. You're the only one who thinks I'm easy to fight. Most people go out of their way to avoid fighting me, but you seem to actively piss me off just to start one. Is it because the shit you read, huh, Wallflower? What kind of ideas are you stuffing in that head of yours? Are you fantasizing about some enemies to lovers bullshit? Did you get tired of the popular frat boy and invisible recluse trope? Is it not doing it for you anymore? Well, I'm sorry to say that's the story we're in, Wallflower. You can't just up and change it however you like. You don't have a choice. You aren't the writer of the story. Then who is? Isn't it obvious who's continuing this entertaining storyline we have going on? Without me taking the lead, what would have happened between us, huh? You would have had a one-sided story of unrequited love with no happy ending. Is that what I said? That I'm writing us a happy ending? Are you sure you aren't just projecting? Is that what you want me to imply? I was just saying what you would do, not what I was doing. You don't need to know the ending. I'm the writer here, Wallflower.
You're my character. Just live in the story I write and quit trying to fucking rush it. This conversation is going nowhere. Here. Eat. I've got some shit to do. You better be finished by the time I come back. Finished? Good. Give me the trash. Alright, you've been fed. I know that when Asher's toy is here, they keep you pretty entertained. I've heard about the movie nights, the game nights, the self-care nights, and all that shit. I'm not going to promise you any sleepover material, Wallflower, but I'm not going to sit here and let you entertain yourself. That would be boring for me too. So, tell me what you want to do. You wanted to talk to me about something. You're going to start something with me again, aren't you? Or are you going to try to get personal so you can add something new to that journal of yours? Yeah, your journal. You know, the journal that Asher's toy gave you early on. The one you write in when you think I'm not paying attention. I'm safely assuming it's dedicated to your incessant thoughts and overwhelming feelings about me. Since I haven't been around for one reason or another, I'm guessing you're running out of material. You can only fantasize about us in so many different scenarios, different positions. Fine, fine. What is it? I must have heard you wrong. Run that by me again, Wallflower. You're telling me that you're ready to leave and go back home? And who the fuck gave you that idea? Was it one of the sorority girls? Because let me tell you, I've fucked enough of their heads to know how empty they are. It's a wonder how they keep their GPA so high to stay in Greek life. Oh, no one gave you that idea, huh? You just know that you're ready to leave and go back home? Just because what? You can walk a few feet on your own? You can do those little physical therapy exercises without any support? Right, sure. Those are great reasons. Does it look like I give a shit about what the doctor said? I was there, Wallflower. I know what the doctor said. And honestly, I think they'll agree when I say that it won't hurt to give you more time to recover. Specifically, as much time as I want. I'm saying you're ready when I say you're ready. Has anything I said throughout our entire time together gotten through that head of yours, Wallflower? You can tell me time and time again that I don't own you, that I don't control you, that I don't tell you what to do, and I'm going to tell you every single time that you are so fucking wrong, that it's pathetic, that you think otherwise. Oh, this again. Why does you being mine always come back to what we are, huh? Haven't we been over this? Isn't it obvious where we stand, even without a stupid fucking label? I think I'm making it pretty fucking obvious. Do you really think what I do with anyone else affects where we stand? Especially for me. I flirt and I fuck like hell, sure. But you do realize you're the one who's been sleeping in my bed, right? For not only a night, but for weeks on end while I slept on the fucking couch. Yeah, no, I lied about it being a pull-out bed. Because I wasn't going to listen to you whine since that's the type of person you are. You would have insisted on taking the couch instead. Like hell was that going to happen. Not only have you been sleeping in my bed, but you've also been in my clothes this entire time, since they're bigger and comfier to be in. I can tell you that I haven't let anyone take my shit without returning it, replacing it, or giving me head, and look at that. I've gotten none of that from you. And yet here you are, having worn half of my fucking closet. Now that I think about it, it's funny. You keep bringing up my flirting and fucking. But don't think I don't know that you've been trying to entertain yourself with other people behind my back. I know the dates you've been asked out on, the matches you've had on dating apps, the free drinks that you get. You name it. I know it all. But instead of bitching about it, I take care of it myself. Oh, you really want to know what I did? Will that shut you up? Will that show you where we stand? Or will you just go on about how I can't do this and I can't do that? Because apparently, everything I do and everything I say to show you where we stand, how I feel about you, is what? Wrong? Manipulative? Controlling? It's almost like I'm possessive of you, right? Or even obsessed with you? Well, I'm not either of those. I'm not any of it because what I feel about you can't even be put into fucking words, into fucking actions. So for fuck's sake, take what I give you until I fucking figure it out. Because I'm still not fucking over the fact that you almost got yourself fucking killed, alright? And what I'm learning from it is that if you ever got yourself killed, I'll be right behind you. Do you understand? I don't know what more you want from me, Mom. I've kept my grades up. With the Sigmas, I am stacked with extracurriculars and community service. I don't get why you're on my case. Yeah, I party and yeah, I drink. It's college, Mom. It's going to happen. Didn't you party and drink in college? When I was telling Dad about one of our parties, he didn't have any problems with it. Yeah, Dad was in a frat too, and look where he is now. He's making millions. No, Mom. I'm not trying to tell you that Dad is the better parent. The more fun parent, more successful parent, or any of that. I'm just saying that you really don't have anything to worry about. I've got myself handled over here. Because of the parties, I've made more connections that I know what to do with. It's going to really help me later on. You've always said it's important to have balance, and I do. I have a thriving social life on top of good grades and character building activities. Jesus Christ, I'm not going to get into the wrong crowd or go overboard with partying. I know how to have fun without being stupid and reckless. I know you just want to make sure that I have as many options and opportunities as possible. But listen, you and I both know that after school, I'm most likely going to take on Dad's business. This engineering degree is really going to help make me understand what the work is about and give me a different perspective than Dad ever did. This is what I want to do, Mom. I know Dad's been talking about me taking over the business since I could walk, but he isn't making me do anything. I'm fine, really. I've got a paper I have to work on, so I should... How... How do you know about that? No, I wasn't hiding it from you. I just didn't see the need to tell you. It's my problem to deal with. They aren't anyone important if that's what you're thinking. No significant connections, but I... They need help, all right? I was the one who saw them get hit by the car. I was the one who went with them to the hospital. I just feel responsible for them. That's all. It's nothing more than that. Yes, I'm sure. You should be happy I'm caring about someone else for a change. You've always said that you wished I could let myself be softer. Consider this me being softer. Now, I really have to go. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, I feel the same about you too. Ugh. For fuck's sake. Now I have to figure out who's snitching on me to my fucking mom. Who the fuck would she have gotten to be her eyes and ears? Could she have not picked any other time in my life to be this on my ass and pretend she's a doting mother? Like my childhood, maybe? What is it now? Wallflower? Wallflower, what's wrong? Shit. Are they having a nightmare? Hey, Wallflower, wake up. You're having a nightmare. It's not real. Wake up. For fuck's sake. With how hard you were thrashing, I thought someone broke in and was in the middle of trying to take you out. Huh? When did I get here? I got in here just a bit ago. I wasn't heading to bed yet because I was finishing up a call. You're usually not this nosy. Feeling extra clingy after that nightmare? Cute. If you really want to know, I was on a call with my mom. Yeah, at this hour. I don't know when that woman sleeps. She's one of those people who are married to their jobs, and it keeps her up all night long. Since I left for college, she's made it a habit to call every now and then. She calls me late at night when she's less likely to be bothered. Something about not wanting us to be interrupted and wanting to give me her full attention. Sure, it's nice if you're used to it. Having my mom's full attention isn't something I'm used to. We don't talk much. She was just harping me about my grades and my partying. She has a little rat that's inserted themselves into my circle so that she can spy on me. Now, I have to figure out who the fuck they are and act accordingly. She wants to spy on me because the last thing that woman has is trust. I'm not sure if it's because of my dad or because of her dad. All I know is I'm getting punished for it. If I try talking to her about it, she'll think I'm hiding something. I'd rather deal with this on my own. Now, can we stop talking about my mom? Believe it or not, I'd rather be talking about anything else. Let's talk about how you are. You aren't going to fly into a panic attack, are you? I really don't need you passing out on me. Unless that's your plan. If you want my attention and be held so badly, you could just ask. I don't know. Maybe I'd do it if you asked nicely. Believe it or not, Wallflower, this is me giving a shit. If I didn't give a shit, I wouldn't have even bothered trying to wake you up. I would have just left you to fend for yourself. But here I am. If you wanted to talk to me about your nightmare, you would have. I don't know why you want me to ask you about it. Ugh, not you too. What is everyone's deal today with not just accepting what I'm giving them? I'm going to assume your nightmare was about the crash, right? Being hit by a car is something traumatic, and with trauma comes nightmares. It's not that hard to put two and two together. Listen, I get that you're having a hard night, and frankly, I don't have the energy to play this game we've been playing. So, I'll make you a deal. You shut up, and I'll play nice. I'll make you a warm drink and be next to you until you fall asleep. Is that enough for you? You look skeptical. The warm drink isn't going to be alcoholic. Come on. Give me more credit than that. I'm not Julian. I know how to make more than alcohol. All right, I'll be back. Here, it's hot. What is it? What does it look like? It's warm milk. What's on top is cinnamon and nutmeg. It also has honey. It's a drink I had a lot when I was younger. It helped me sleep. No, my mom didn't make it for me. It was actually this housekeeper my parents had when I was growing up. I can't make it exactly like her, but it comes pretty close. She made it for me when I couldn't sleep, especially if it was due to nightmares or my parents fighting. My parents probably fought a lot, but they kept their screaming matches to a minimum if I was in ear's reach. It was their attempt to be good parents. No, The drink didn't knock me out immediately, but it helped. Usually it had to be paired with a story. What kind of stories? All kinds, really. I didn't care about the story much. I just cared that I wasn't dealing with this shit alone. It was nice to hear another voice over my nightmares and my parents. She really liked love stories, though. She tried to tell me love stories as often as she could. I gave her a hard time when she told them, though. I always liked to add a monster or a curse and make her continue the story with it. She did it in stride, though. She was one hell of a storyteller. I always wondered why she likes love stories. I wondered if it was because she wanted to be in love, or if she wanted me to be open to love despite my parents. I had to wait a few years to get my answer, but it was clear when I walked in on her and my dad fucking. She begged me not to tell my mom while my dad just stood there. I didn't have to. My dad filed for divorce not too long after that. Not to be with the housekeeper, but to make sure that my mom was cut off from everything, since she was spending his money like crazy to piss him off. Afterward, Dad went through plenty of housekeepers along with Mom's friends, her family members, and her employees, just because he could, and she did the same with his friends, family members, and employees. You know, the housekeeper never told me goodbye when she left. I remember thinking I should feel something hurt, heartbreak. I looked up to her, confided in her, and often wished that she was my mom instead. But but I didn't feel anything. My dad knew that I liked her a lot, and when I was old enough, he made it up to me. He introduced me to the housekeeper's youngest sister and told me to have fun. God, she was hot and so fucking dumb. I know that you're trying to fit this story into the answer of why I am the way I am. You can try, but I don't think you're going to get an answer that you're happy with. You're never going to get it. You want to try and have something with me. You want to try and fix me, but I really don't want to be fixed. Whatever we have right now is the longest thing I've ever had with anyone. What we have is working. This might not be the fairy tale you wanted, but it's the fairy tale you got. Go ahead and see me as the villain locking you away. I really couldn't give less of a shit. There's no hero in this story that will come and save you, and you sure as hell won't be able to save yourself. I don't know how our story is going to end, Wallflower, but we're ending it together, one way or another. Are you sure you've got everything, Wallflower? You didn't purposefully leave anything so you had the chance to come back, did you? Or were you hoping that anything I found that was yours, I'd keep to myself and add it to the secret shrine you're desperately hoping I have of you, just like you have of me? If you keep denying the shrine you have of me, Wallflower, I might be forced to stop leaving things for you to purposefully take. I leave things for you because I'm a kind person who just happens to make his favorite admirer happy. Of course, I want to make you happy. Obsession thrives off of positive reinforcement after all. It helps keep the delusions well fed. Oh, by the way, I know you're ready to get back home since you've been holding yourself back while you were here. I'm sure you desperately need to let out all the pent up emotions you have for me in all the ways you can. It makes sense that you want to be able to drool in peace. You want to keep this perfectly crafted image you have in front of me. I get it. Impressions are everything, and my opinion of you means so much. You live for it, really. And because again, I am a kind person, I'll let you know that I'll be dropping by your place unannounced. So don't get too carried away. Or do. I wouldn't mind seeing how you express yourself when you're alone. Oh, you don't have to let me in, because I've already made copies of your keys. I can let myself in. If you try to get the lock changed, you're going to run into some problems. I have this very strong feeling that you might not find anyone willing to change the locks in a 50-mile radius of you, or even sell you one. I didn't do anything, Wallflower. I'm just letting you know about this gut feeling I have. Gut feelings happen for a reason, don't they? You can still try to get your locks changed if you want. Be my guest. See what fucking happens. I'm dropping in unannounced because if you knew I was coming, that'd give you time to hide shit from me. The whole reason for my drop-ins is to make sure that you can still keep your shit together on your own, and not falling apart because of some unseen brain damage that was overlooked. It happens all the time. Look it up if you don't believe me. What the fuck do you mean define keeping your shit together? Making sure your place isn't a shithole, popping all the right pills, and getting in physical activity, aka your physical therapy exercises. Do I really need to list this out for you, Wallflower? You're making me doubt that you'll be able to live without me. Whatever you say. I'll see you when I see you. And don't think that I don't still have eyes and ears on you when I'm not around. If you do anything that you shouldn't be doing, I will know. And you will be right back here for good. Got that? I can't make you, Don't test me, Wallflower. I'll make sure you have a reason to be back here, even if I have to be the one behind the wheel. Wallflower, open up. Wallflower, come on. You should know the drill by now. You've got until the count of 5 to let me in before I let myself in. I know you're in there. 1, 2, 3. What the hell took you so long? You usually don't. What the fuck happened to you? Don't play dumb. It's not the time to act cute. Why the fuck are you covered in bruises? Who the fuck did this to you? I don't visit you for 2 fucking days and... Bullshit. Don't lie to me. I'm going to ask you again, Wallflower. Who the fuck did this to you? You're really trying to protect who did this, aren't you? You know that even if you refuse to tell me, I will find out. There's no saving them. Aw, you're begging for them now? You could be begging for so many other fun things, Wallflower. Why this, huh? You don't want me to hurt them, do you? What makes you think I'm going to hurt them? Did someone tell you something? Fine. Have it your way, Wallflower. Wallflower! You finally made it. Glad you accepted my invitation. You ready to party? What am I up to? Partying, obviously. Knock knock, Wallflower. Anyone in there? Listen, I know that last time we talked, it was tense. I got a little angry, but I invited you to reassure you and tell you that I forgive you. You had every right to hide what you hid from me. Did I let it go? Fuck no. I didn't let it go. It's funny how things worked. Because before I could even start trying to figure out who did that to you, I got a call from Chloe Vogel. You know Vogel, don't you? Delta Darling, volleyball player, and one of my many pair of eyes and ears that I have on you. It turns out she saw a few beta bitch boys fucking with you. So now I see why you didn't tell me. Getting fucked with by the betas. That's some shit you don't admit, unless you want your reputation to tank. It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. But you don't have to worry about anything. You're a wallflower after all, Wallflower. You have no reputation. But you are attached to me, which means that the betas will be taken care of. All I've done so far is plan a bunch of parties just for them. Of course, they don't know it's for them. That'd ruin the fun. The surprise. I'm not gonna do anything, really. They'll be the one fucking themselves over. And that's the fun. That's the surprise. You'll see what I mean soon, Wallflower. You want a drink? Wallflower, you've been ignoring me. It's not like you. You aren't sick, are you? I don't want to catch anything. Wallflower, are we gonna do this again? Fine. 5. You're being such a fucking brat, you know that? Do you know the mess that you fucking caused? Wallflower, I know you're here. I have your shit bugged to know where you are at all times. I'm not taking any chances with losing sight of you, especially with your tantrums. Last time you threw one, you stopped using your fucking brain and ran in front of a car. You aren't hiding from me, are you? You're being a child, Wallflower. You're hiding from me? Where was this attitude when you were being targeted by the betas, huh? Why weren't you hiding from them? You let yourself get fucked with, tripped, shoved, insulted. The list goes on. They were trying to make your life hell. They were trying to damn you to hell themselves. You could have fucking died after they pushed you down the flight of stairs. It's a miracle you walked away with only bruises and a twisted ankle. What the fuck did you expect to happen after I found out, huh? What if I never found out? Were you just going to deal with their shit until graduation? Bitch boys like them don't know when to stop. They would have kept going and going until either you transferred, offed yourself, or finally snuffed you themselves and make it look like a fucking freak accident. You can't be pissed at me. None of this was really about you. I wasn't protecting you. I was showing them I wasn't going to be fucked with. Vogel told me that they think that I was the one that made the dumbass drunk crash against that tree. As if he couldn't do it himself. As if he wouldn't do it himself one day. I was just helping the inevitable along. Ugh. What the fuck do you want from me? You should be thanking me. You should be throwing yourself at my feet and be even more obsessed with me than you already are. Is this really how you're going to show your fucking gratitude when I saved you from being fucked with? Do you know what I had to do to get this shit settled as quickly as possible? The consequences that not only I had to pay over these few weeks, but everyone else in Greek life. All of us are being investigated and put through interventions, rehabilitation, counseling, you name it. The school needed to do major damage control. You know, I was prepared for people to consider that there was foul play at work here. But since all the deaths were alcohol related, not a surprise for Greek life, and they were all different and unconnected. You didn't come to all the parties, Wallflower. You haven't really talked to anyone, so you don't know how the rest of them went. You saw the start of one of them getting alcohol poisoning. Another one fell drunkenly over a roof. One drowned head first in a vomit-filled toilet. And the last one was a real showstopper. They burned alive. They ended up getting shoved into one of the alcohol tables and got drenched in the shit. Then someone lit a match and threw it. If there was actual water in the water jugs nearby instead of vodka, he probably could have been saved. Oh well. What's 4 deaths, really? It could have been the entire beta frat. But fortunately, the rest of them know how to mind their own fucking business. God, what the fuck do you want from me? A confession? You want me to own up to what I did? Yeah, I had a hand in making the world a better place. 5 betas are gone for fucking good. No one is going to miss them, and maybe in their next life, they'll learn not to fuck with what's not theirs. Fine, Wallflower. I'm game. You want to play hide and seek? We'll play hide and seek. Ready or not, here I fucking come.